Hey guys, this is PB Killer doing a die rotor review. This is going to be my first of several equipment reviews. So let's get started. Die rotor is an amazing hopper. That's all I have to say about it. There's literally no bad sides. I've had like 4 jams, and I've put so many cases of paint through this. I've only changed the batteries once. The only thing I don't like is the speed feed that die makes. It's called the die rotor quick feed. It's garbage. Don't buy this. If you're gonna buy a speed feed for it, you're gonna want to buy the I think it's like Exile or something. It's on eBay for like $8. It's one of the 6 things. You can get it in green or black. I picked up black because all my equipment's black. So, yeah, it's a great speed feed. It looks like this would be better. I mean, look at the amount of holes, but neither of them let balls out, paintballs out. But this one does a lot better job as far as keeping itself up. This one tends to droop, so I like this one better. The hopper facts it can hold about anywhere from 150 to, if you're lucky, 200 paintballs. I have die lock lids. It'll go into that fine. The lock lids will put enough paint in here. But if you have a regular pod, it'll hold that too. The manual that it comes with out of the box is colored. It's a really nice manual, really well put together, a lot of information. The lid is great. It's got a really big end, so if you're getting ready to reload and you just take your hand and pop it open, I mean, it doesn't lock that hard. It locks, and you can do this, and it's not going to open or anything. But when you're opening it intentionally, it's not going to be hard to open. The crown, you can buy something called the crown. It's basically just adds 50 paintballs to your capacity. It's for back players. I don't use it that often, but it's good to have. It's like 10 bucks, I think. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. As far as the design of it, the power button's on the back. There's an anti-jam right here. If your thing gets jammed, just pull that. The feed neck's right here. In order to open it, you slide this little thing. You slide this up, and then push this in and open it. Alright. And you have 5 screws on the bottom. You unscrew all those screws, and you take off this part right here. Alright, it'll pop off. Alright, and then it'll look like that. Alright, it'll be empty like that. And what you do is you just, if you're putting the speed feed on, you just put the speed feed right up in here like this, like so. Alright, and then you screw it down, you screw the top part down, and you have a speed feed. It comes apart really easily as far as the mechanisms. There's a little tab right here, you pull that down, and the whole thing pops open. Alright, so you take that off. Alright, then inside there's 2 little tabs right here. Take those off, and then you pull out 1, 2, 3, 4 things. Alright, and they go in the same way. Put that in first, you put the black shelf in, and you put the red twisty looking thingy in, and you put the grate in, and you put it all together. You just close the tabs. Alright, and the way you put this in is you put the top in first. Alright, and then you put your fingers right in here, just press down. Alright, it's got a feeding shelf, which is pretty nice. Die, if you're listening, I doubt you are, but if you are listening, make the spring on the feed shelf a little bit stronger next time. It's not strong enough to even push 1 or 2 paintballs. So yeah, that's basically it. I showed you the manual, I showed you everything. I'll put a pot of paint through it just to show you that it doesn't jam. This is the crappiest paint on earth. No, it's not crappy. It's not great though. It's inertia paint. It's all dimpled because I left it out. It's really old. As you can tell, I'll just pull one paintball at random, and look at that. That whole top side is flat. I mean, like, I don't know how well you can see that, but that whole top side is flat. So with the speed feed, paint goes in fine. Alright, oh, one dropped out. Now, if you pull the little lever, you might get one or two, but if the battery dies, you are screwed, generally. So try and keep full batteries in it if you can. Alright, this is a drop test. So yeah, there's the, I mean, the thing is fast. We're talking a matter of seconds. And I mean, like, it's the perfect hopper. Other good ones, I guess, are the Pinocchio, the Halo, and all that. They're kind of big, though, for me. This, it has a nice blowback design. Like, that's what you see on the gun. And your gun's going to be bigger than it. If you have, like, a PMR. This, I'd put this on a Mini if I could. I mean, if I had a Mini, I'd put this on a Mini. Although if you're going to get a Mini, I'd do the Evolution 3 hopper or the Eggy, because it's a really small hopper. So yeah, if you have a Mini, get that. But if you have PMR, Ego, DM series, autococker, any gun, basically, that demands a fast hopper, buy a rotor. I mean, hands down, the rotor's the best. It's a little bit pricey, but it's the best hopper out there. Thank you all for watching. Hope you liked my video. If you can, like this vid, comment, subscribe. Any of those will be acceptable. But yeah, thanks.